Hello friends, I am Javed Hussain and I am currently working as a probationary officer in State Bank of India. Today I will share my strategy to crack bank exams. For prelims, like you all know, prelims is all about speed. So I used to solve as many marks as possible and I have prepared a clear strategy to how to go section wise. For English, my plan was simple, just to solve all the questions. Sections like close test or word swap or rearranging the words in the sentence itself or matching of the words. They are all very simple and highly scoring. So solve them as quickly as possible and then go. And then I used to go for this reading comprehension and I have kept rearrangement of sentences for the last. Once my plan was to solve around 25 questions somehow. Like I used to solve all the simple questions like simplification, approximation or quadratic equations, number series or rank series. They are all quite simple and you will solve them easily. And then go for data interpretation and solve almost all the questions. If there will be few difficult questions in there also, like one or two, they need heavy calculations. So I used to leave them and I straight away jump to arithmetic questions. In arithmetic questions also, yeah, from 10 questions will be there. I used to select 3 to 4 questions only from the topics in which I am good at. Like there are very simple topics like boat and stream, partnerships, and also time and work, averages, ages, percentage based questions. They are all simple and you can solve them in a quick time. So my plan was to go like that. And for reasoning, I used to solve firstly simple questions like inequalities, syllogisms, and Chinese coding, blood relations or directions and all. After that, in the given 4 to 5 puzzles, I used to select only two because I am not that good in puzzles. So I used to do only 2 to 3 puzzles. Most probably it's going to be two puzzles only. In that two puzzles also, I used to select only the puzzles that I am good at. Like I was good at in stacks or floor based puzzles or month and day based puzzles. I was not at all good in seating arrangements like circular arrangement and all. So I used to leave them. If uncertain number puzzle comes means they will be very easy and you have to go for it. Like that I used to solve around 75 to 80 questions in PO also. And in clerk you can easily solve around 85. So it's not a big problem. Uh, so maintain your speed in the prelims, starting from the first second to the end. Utilize each second of your exam and solve as many questions as possible. Coming to mains, like you all know, mains question papers are of a very high level. So you need in-depth conceptual knowledge. For that, rigorous practice is essential. Like for English, I used to read a lot, like Crickbus cricket commentary. Also, it will help you in the exam. Like everything you read in English, it will help you. It will give you a lot of edge compared to other candidates. Like reading newspapers or even watching movies with English subtitles and English cricket commentary or any English articles. You read it as quickly as possible and try to grasp as much as possible. Reading quickly and understanding it is most important in English, in prelims also, and most importantly in mains. So prepare that. And for grammar, I suggest you to prepare separately all the grammar rules with example. Like every time you read a grammar rule, you must read the example also. By that you can remember the rule and you can be able to apply it in exam. And for vocabulary, what and all you will be reading, right? Just note down all the new words and revise them regularly. That will be enough. Don't waste too much time on mugging up all the words. Okay, that won't help you a lot. And in exam, simple words only come. They won't ask you high vocabulary that is used by Shashi Tharoor. Okay. In English section, try to solve as many questions as possible because English is a high scoring section in mains, especially in mains. And when it comes to quants is the difficult section. And in the given 35 questions, try to pick only 10 to 15 questions. Like there will be many individual questions like quantity based questions or data sufficiency based questions, or simple caselets with 2 questions. They will be very simple, and first do them, then only jump to big questions, like you will have data interpretation with 5 questions, and they will carry around 10 marks itself, so they are going to be difficult. So do them at the last. First do all the individual questions. Quantity based questions will be very simple, and you just need to go do it option wise, and you will get them. You will get the answer. So do such questions. And caselets also, only do simple caselets with 2 questions. If the caselet contains 4 to 5 questions, means that is going to be difficult, so don't solve them at first. If time remains, then only do such questions, because in the given 45 minutes you will be hardly able to do 10 to 15 questions. So select only such questions. Okay. This has helped me to gain a lot of edge when compared to other candidates, because I used to do this in quants, and it has worked spectacularly well for me. I have seen many other candidates who have wasted around 20 to 25 minutes in a quant section by doing some random DIs and caselets, and at last they won't get answer, and they just leave them away and skip to other questions. So don't do such mistakes. First go through all the questions, then select the questions that you are comfortable with, and then only do such questions. This idea on how to select such questions you will get through only by doing mocks. So prepare as much as possible, practice as much as possible, and give marks regularly, so that you have clear idea on how to attempt this paper, and how to select questions, especially in exam hall. So don't get. When it comes to reasoning is a very tricky section especially in mains, because the puzzles they will ask are of very high difficulty level. So I suggest you to not to go for puzzles straight away in the 1 hour you have. Try to solve other miscellaneous questions, like you will have coded inequalities, or reverse syllogisms, or coded directions, or high level coding decoding, or machine input output, or signal processing questions. All these questions are easy, and you will get the answer. If you invest time in such questions, you will get the answer eventually. Unlike puzzles you may or may not get the answer. Even if you solve for half an hour a puzzle, if it is not solved, means your time is wasted, and your entire exam will be affected with that. So choose the questions wisely. In mains, extracting each and every mark is very important. So choose the questions wisely, and then attempt it with full focus. Don't care about the other questions. Only solve the questions you have selected firstly. If time remains, you can go for other questions. If the question paper is easy, then obviously we will have time. You can go for remaining questions. In clerical exams also, question paper will be of relatively easier level, so you can have chance and time to solve more questions. So prepare accordingly. The question paper level changes from exam to exam, and you have to treat the question paper at its merit. So don't go with any preconceived notion that I must attempt this much questions. Okay, this is very bad strategy. Just to go one section at a time, go through the paper, select all the topics that you have decided to solve, and then only you go for other questions. This is very important. So have a clear blueprint on how you approach a particular question and a particular section. Okay, that blueprint you have to develop for yourself by practicing and by giving marks. So have a clear idea on how to solve each and every section. For general awareness, you have to study at least 4 to 5 months before the exam. Most of the questions will be from 3 months before the exam, but there will be 4 to 5 questions from the past 4-5 months also. So prepare thoroughly the previous 3 months, and prepare only important topics like Indian news, economic news, banking news, and some important schemes by the government, and some important initiatives from the state governments also. And don't miss the superlative type questions, like this particular thing has happened for the first time, or first time in a particular state, or first time in the India itself, like that superlative questions will become very important in the exam. So don't miss such questions, and prepare thoroughly the past 3 months, and revise it regularly. General awareness is all about your memory. So prepare a concise notes, as concise as possible, so that you can have multiple so that you can have multiple revisions before the exam. With multiple revisions only you will be able to get the answer in the exam hall. So don't forget to revise it properly, whatever you have prepared in the notes. So prepare a concise notes without fault. In descriptive section, the format of the letter is very important. So prepare the format. You can prepare a formal letter. I would suggest you. I used to write only formal letter, and I suggest you to write formal letter only, because it has a prescribed format on how to write a formal letter. So you don't have to waste much of a time in your 30 minutes. So finish off letter as quickly as possible with perfect format. You will get good marks in the letter. And in essay, try to have fodder points for all the important topics, like banking related, economic related, science and technology, environment, or else some general topics like importance of education, or banking privatization, like and all. So have some fodder points, some statistics, and develop your essay around these points only. So give some solid points and a proper conclusion. That will be very important. Be optimistic in your conclusion. It will leave a good impression. So finally, I suggest you to score as many marks as possible in mains, because interviews are very unpredictable. It can go your way or the other way. You can never actually predict it or forecast it. So better go for high marks in mains, especially for general category. You have a good chance only if you score 20 marks above the cutoff. For other categories, scoring above cutoff only 5 to 10 marks is also enough. For general category, you have to score 20 plus marks. Then only you will have a good chance. Try to extract as much marks in general awareness, English, and descriptive section. You have to score 80% of your marks in these three sections only. For interview purpose and all, Anil sir will guide you as and when the time requires. So don't bother much about interview preparation and all. You can prepare it happily after your mains results also. There is no problem actually. And another thing is, stop worrying about things that you have no control about. Like there are many issues going on right now with you people, like notifications will come or not, or what will happen to us if CET will comes, or about bank privatization, about vacancies get decreased every year. See, all these things you don't have any control. So no matter worrying about these things. Someone will be preparing right now, and he will grab that chance. So don't worry about all these things, because they won't help you in any way. So stop worrying about such things. If there is anything important regarding the notifications and all, Anil sir will inform you. There is no doubt about that. Just click that bell icon in his YouTube channel, and as soon as he prepares the video, you will get notification, and you will automatically know what's happening. So leave all these things to Anil sir. He will guide you with that. And I hope you guys will take my words in a right way and do good in your upcoming exams. All the best, guys. Take care.